Hello there and welcome. My name is Jerry from Gamebass, bringing you an oldie but a goodie, Plants vs Zombies. This game was released back in 2009 and still remains one of the best, if not the best, tower defense game ever made. There's a total of 50 levels in the adventure mode. As you can see, I'm currently at level 5-8, which is actually level 48. My intention was to go through a couple of levels, but things got out of hand because the game is very enjoyable. This actually gives me the opportunity to show you the different plants and zombies the game has to offer. So when you click on the almanac on the bottom here, you can see all the plants you've unlocked and all the different kinds of zombies you've encountered. So we click here on view plants, you can see that there's 48 different plants that you can use to defend your garden from the zombie invasion. Take this pea shooter for example. It shoots peas. Shocker. On this card here you can see the damage the plant does, its cost, and the recharge time. So the currency in this game is actually sun. For example, if we click on the sunflower here, we can see that it has, instead of the damage value, it has sun production. So if we go back, we can go and check the zombies. There's 26 zombies in total, ranging from weak, like toughness low, medium, hard, some are even ludicrous, and you have also a zombie riding a dolphin. And the dolphin is also a zombie, of course. The game also has a good tutorial, which I'm going to demonstrate by creating a new user test. Alright, okay, and we can start the adventure. Okay, so we start with one lane. It usually has 5 lanes, some levels have 6. And this is a tutorial level where they're showing you how to plant your plants and collect the sun. You get sun naturally falling from the sky, of course, and you can get it from the sunflower we mentioned earlier. And there we go, we have a sunflower now. After each level you unlock a plant, which you can use for the next level, or any other that follow. So the tutorial is showing us that we need to plant some sunflowers. Sunflowers are gonna help us build our economy faster, so we could plant more pea shooters. So once you're done playing, you can just head back to main menu and your progress will be automatically saved, even if you change the user. So there's some mini games and puzzles which unlock a bit later in the game. I'm gonna switch back to the other account so I can show you. So you have some mini games like slot machine and some hybrids. And you also have puzzle games, which is, for example, iZombie. So, in this case, this is Crazy Dave. In this case, you actually play as zombies, and you try to kill all the plants. So we can go ahead and start playing. So we're gonna put this guy here as a strong guy. You get rewarded some gold or dollars. which you can use to buy stuff in the shop. The Crazy Dave we saw earlier, he has a shop right here, and you can buy some plants or slots for your plants or anything like that. Once you have more plants, then you can choose which plants you want to use. For example, let's go to the adventure. Alright, I'm on the roof now. That's the final level. This is a scary dude. Okay, so you can use any of these plants that you wish, and I don't know, you can click anything and cancel them. Some of the plants, as you can see, are grayed out. These are mushrooms, and they can only be used at night. But there is a way to use them during the day. You have a coffee bean, sorry. Once I take the coffee bean, these become unlocked. There are some special ones that cannot be used at this level. For example, Grave Buster. This one eats graves, but since there are no graves in this level, we cannot use it. Spikeweed cannot be used as well, because we are actually using flower pots for this level, because there's no ground, we are actually on the roof. So you need flower pots, you need something to generate sun, and you cannot use the pea shooter or anything like that, because the roof is curved. So that's why we use catapult plants like cabbage pult and Harno pult. So we can grab both of those. We can take this one, we can take a mine, and we can take, I don't know, the tall nut, which is like a tank. And we have another slot where we should put something like this one. This one is pretty powerful. So you should always start with sunflowers. I always put them in the front because I want my shooting plants to go in the back. Each plant has a cooldown. You cannot spam any plants.
We're coming.
Yeah, it was on coming on the top then. And we can just place a mine and let him come to it. Once you get a stable economy going, the game is not that difficult. You can always start with the traps, so you can save up the sun. Let's just put this guy here. Alright. There's also like a bar here, and where there's a brain icon, you have huge waves of zombies. So we have a giant here. The best way to deal with him is to just leave him. This doesn't kill him, but lowers his HP drastically. Okay, so once you get to this position, you can remove plants and place more damage dealers. You don't need as much sun production now. Right, now we have a final wave, which is the biggest wave of the level. ender giant, which we should deal with, but we cannot for this. Catapult plant. Now this one is very good because it deals splash damage. Thus having damage to groups of zombies. So we get a new plant now. And that's basically how you play the game. You can also make the game more difficult for you by choosing which plants you want to use in a level. So, for example, choosing only mushrooms and coffee bean in a day level would make the level significantly harder. And you get an achievement for it as well, which I don't think I got. Oh, you also have an achievement for completing a night level without using mushrooms, which is also difficult. In short, this is everything you need to know about Plants vs. Zombies. It's a great game. The only downside is you can only use your mouse to play it. You cannot bind keys for your plants, so you would have to manually click on every plant and click where to plant it. There's not much in the options. Other than that, the game is just perfect.